All right, this is part two. If this is like the first one that you're coming on, go back, listen to part one, because this is important. They do go together. But if not, maybe this is what you need to hear right now. And I'm connected to this too. This isn't just like a collective read. Like, I am reading myself. I'm reading myself to filth, if we're being honest. So, this Fear of Abundance card came out, and it came out right after anxiety. That's how I ended off part one. Okay. And now part two, fear of abundance. I know you hoes are fearful of abundance because same. Because who am I to be able to have everything that I've ever wanted? And I'm not talking like, oh, I want Birkin bags and blah, blah, blah. Like, yes, I do. Like, I want to be on a jet and I want to have, champagne, blah, blah, blah. But like, the bigger reality of all of that is like, I want to be able to go to the grocery store without checking my bank account. Like, that is abundance for me. Feeling like I can do whatever I need to do for myself and be abundant in that process, because it's not just monetary, right? And I feel the fear that's with that, because I want you to look at this card, okay? Because, like, first of all, this is more of like the fear itself, right? Like, this is just like an entity, if you will, because it doesn't look like anything, it doesn't look like anybody, but there's this beautiful flower sticking out. And I feel like that's where the universe is like really wanting you to sit. Is like, look at what everything you've ever wanted is right in here. If you would just take a little piece of that, look at how far you could grow. Look at how far you will grow. And then change. The way that it changed, the phases of the moon, right? So change is inevitable. It doesn't matter. If you are on this journey, if you are on this path, change is inevitable and you know it. And it's so hard because it's so much easier sitting in your comfort zone. But as I've learned over the last year, when you have big change, that forces you to get into this space of where you're really supposed to be. The change is inevitable and it happens quickly, expeditiously. It flies to you. And I feel like with that fear of abundance, right, they want you to get out of that fear so that the change can come in quickly. And for some of us, you gotta forgive, you gotta let go. Damn. I really feel this one. I really, 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 really feel this one. Because, like, there is my teenage angst, and I was talking about that in the last part. The teenage angst that I feel inside myself, she really needs to forgive some people. And I feel like you need to forgive some people too. And that's okay. You don't have to forgive them in the sense of like, oh, now we're besties. Or like, oh, it's my family member and now we're great. No. Forgive them for you. So that you can move on. So that you can change and go through the phases that you need to go through, because right now you're stuck in the phase. Right now you're stuck of where you're at and you don't know why, but you do. You're afraid of these next steps. You're afraid of what could happen because the dream card came out. And when I look at this card, look at this face. It's not like they're having a bad dream. This dream is beautiful. It is calming. It is soothing. It is everything you've wanted and more. And that's why the face looks the way that it does. And that is where the universe is trying to push you right now, is to really drop that fear of abundance. Forgive the people that you need to forgive. And focus on your dream. And it's hilarious that this is all coming out. And like I said, this is like connected for me. This is something that has been in the making for me. I've been reading tarot for years now. I've been doing stuff for friends, family, occasionally some random other people or whatever. But like, it is a dream of mine to be able to help people on this level and make this my career. Be able to help people understand and really see how these tools can help us. And it's funny. It's so funny. The universe is hilarious. But the dreams, I know you got big dreams. because I have big dreams. There's a lot of stuff that I feel for myself and my family and what I want. And like, it doesn't always have to be like, oh, I want to be rich and famous, because like we already know what that looks like. Okay, not everybody that's rich and famous is having a good time. And I just feel like the universe is just really like calling out to you to tell you that like it's okay. Drop that resentment, drop that fear, be more optimistic. Don't have anxiety about it, and stop fearing the abundance that is divinely yours. Let me say it again. Stop fearing the abundance that is divinely yours, because it is. It is yours. And the only way that it's going to come to you is if you actually take it. Courage. If you have the courage to take it. That actually reminds me of the strength card too. That energy with like the tiger and stuff. Let me see, is there anything else we need to know? What else does collective need to know? Anything. Protect your feelings. I think these two cards coming out the way that they did, have the courage to follow your dreams, to be optimistic, to really sit in that abundance, but also protect your feelings in that process. Not protect it in a way that you have to be fearful or you have anxiety or resentment, but really understand that you need to protect yourself when stuff's getting a little bit too much or too real or too whatever. You have to take that step back and really understand what you need to do. And when you do that, it feels like the universe is like, you have enough strength and courage to be able to like stand up for yourself, to be able to say what you need to say, and maybe cut off the people that you need to cut off, or be real and stop holding this resentment towards these people, because you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your feelings. And that's not wrong. I'm a recovering people pleaser. Okay, I get it. And you want everyone to like you. You want everyone to be happy. But are you happy? Do you like you? Probably not. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Because it feels like the universe just wants you to take that leap. They just want you to drop all the BS and take the leap that you know you're meant to take. And that's okay. And it's hard. It's hard to forgive yourself. Acceptance. Yeah, exactly like I was saying. Accept where you're at and push forward. Accept where you want to go. Accept that your dreams are big and they are meant to be lived. Stop fearing that abundance. It is divinely yours. It is meant for you. It will come to you no matter what. But you got to take that leap, and you have to have that courage. Because without that courage, where are you going to go? You're going to stay in the same place. The anxiety that you're feeling is not worth it. It's not. And I feel that deeply because I've been having so much anxiety lately on like doing this. And these are like some of the first videos that I'm literally putting out. And I'm excited. This is like ramping me up because I'm feeling like, you know what? I am having the courage. I am accepting that this is something that I am meant to do. But the fact of the matter is, if I didn't go through every single thing that I went through over the last 3.5 years, especially 2024, there's no fucking way I'd be here. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't have the courage to show up like this. I wouldn't have the courage to say what I need to say and to help other people in my collective. But I am here because not only am I helping the collective, I am helping myself. And truthfully, there is way more to come. Make sure to check out Instagram because I don't know what the hell's going on here, but it is Stella Nova 424 as well. And I might be going on YouTube. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see what goes with that. But if you're feeling called to this, if you need like a further breakdown of this, reach out to my email. It's in the bio, and we can go over, really breaking this down, because it feels like the universe is really calling to you to tell you that it's time. It's time to move forward. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you if you truly take the courage and the leap to go.